Hello, we're live. Hello, Maree, my co-host. How are you?
Hi, Elisa. I'm fabulous. Thank you. How are
I
you?
I'm good. I am super excited about today. Thank you,
Mm.
everyone who is here and for your questions. Make sure if you're going to ask about your dream today that you put a question right in front in capital letters. So I know. Let me see if I have a banner. Um, I don't. Okay, no big deal. Just make sure you put question in front in caps so I know that you're asking about a dream, about your own dream. But before we start taking on people's dreams, we are in Beyond Quantum Tarot. And in Beyond Quantum Tarot, what we do is we center ourselves before we get started. So, Maree, and before we do get started, how's Jazzy?
He's right here and he wants to say hello, everyone, and he loves you. So, yeah, he's great.
Awesome.
I
Thank you,
left him.
Jazzy.
I left him accidentally wrapped up in a bag in the car because I had him yesterday to do my videoing, and this morning I heard this blub blub blub. I said, "Where's Jazzy?" Oh my God, he's still in the car wrapped up. So he wasn't happy with me. Oh goodness.
I love it. At least you can hear him.
Yeah,
Go get
exactly.
him. I love it.
Yeah. So. Oh, all
Okay.
right. So,
So
hi
ready?
everyone. And what I thought I'd do today as well is because we're talking about dreams, we'll do our beautiful centering. But I just want to go through a few little affirmations. So, before you go to sleep, these will actually then keep working through your subconscious while you're asleep. And because we can also ask to remember our dreams and to have dreams and maybe around a specific question we have as well. So I thought I'll throw in, and I always do I am, which is really powerful, and then we feel the word that comes through. So I
Very
thought that would be
powerful.
really apt for today. So
Yes.
okay, so everyone just close your eyes, get yourself comfortable, feet on the ground or lying down. Big breath in. And as you're breathing out, just let yourself drop into your body. Another breath in. And this time on the out breath, just take it into that beautiful big heart of yours, connecting into your self-love. And let's allow that white light to come through deep within the heart, clearing away any pain, anything that's not of love. And allow this white light to expand out through your body, up through your chest and neck and head, down your arms, all the way down through your torso, legs, toes, until every cell is vibrating with this powerful, beautiful white light. Keep expanding this light. Let it go out into your energy field, dissolving any cords, any hooks, any ties where you're leaking energy from. Just let that light dissolve it. And then ask for your beautiful divine presence to come through so that you are really feeling that connection. And now in your mind's eye, just repeat these words after me and really feel into it. I am light. I am love. I am peace. I am abundance. I am a child of God. I remember my dreams. My questions are answered for me. I am love. And now we can gently begin to come back, bringing back that sense of peace, of connection with our divine presence. So you can just slowly begin to wriggle your toes. Take a breath. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.
Very good.
Yeah, so those words are very powerful. The I am is very powerful. So when we go to sleep then, that will resonate through for hours. So there we go.
Very good. Thank you, Maree. So the first thing I wanted to do was really to talk about dreams before we get started on possibly, trying to understand the meaning behind certain dreams that people might have.
Yeah.
So, what do you think dreams are?
I
There's so
feel that
many different,
there's so
kinds.
many different kinds, and I feel that they're a real deep connection to our subconscious. When sometimes it's to clear, so sometimes they're dreams that are coming up that are finishing processing what's happened in the day or from an event. Other times, I know that there's prophetic dreams, so we're getting that wisdom through our connection to our great I am, to our divine essence. I've had prophetic dreams. I've got a friend that has a lot of prophetic dreams and things actually happen. And sometimes, I just feel it's we're just being spoken to by our higher self, literally. So, yeah, I mean, I've remembered my dreams since I was a child, but I also, so I was very intrigued with them. So I've been studying dreams since I was literally in my teenage years. Like I got books, I was, connecting in. And I found that I had this dream from when I was a child of a witch on a broomstick chasing me up a spiral mountain. Like from when I was 3, I remembered this dream. It was terrifying, and I'd be running. And it still was going on when I was like 27. I was going, okay, I really need to get this dream, find out what's going on. And so I was reading this book, and it was called Wild Women. It's a Wild Women archetype book. So it was Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. It was incredible. And she said, you've got to turn around and face what you fear in your dream. And I was going, I can't face that witch. She's horrific. So anyway, this night before I went to sleep, I did sort of those little prayers, and I said, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And again, I had that dream. And I was at the top of the mountain. I went, I've got to do it. So I turned around and I faced her, and this white horse came in, and it was speaking to me in words. And it was going, Maree, you can do this. And I went, I've got a talking horse in my dream. This is so weird. And then I stopped and I turned around and I yelled at this witch, what do you want? She got off a broomstick. She took off her hat. She went, Maree, I've been trying to catch you for years. It was me. It was the witch part of me that I was so afraid of, because I would have been burned at the stake, killed in other lifetimes from having the knowings and wisdom. I went, oh. So for 27 years, I had this nightmare, and it was actually a really deep internal aspect or memory of me, who I truly was. So that was sort of, from when I was 3, I remembered this. So that's how long it took me to work that one out. So look, dreams can be another lifetime that's actually trying to come through to remind us who we are.
Yeah.
And archetypes. So I think, as well, Elisa, archetypes are so important. There's universal archetypes. So when we have a dream, something like water is a universal archetype that represents emotions. So and then we have personal archetypes. So once we start to really look at our dreams, we get to know what our higher self, what our subconscious is telling us through our own personal archetypes. So that's where I feel dreams come in. There can be many different reasons for them. What are your thoughts with the dreams?
Well, my dreams used to be nightmares, always negative, and later on, as I became more spiritual, the dreams started being more of almost like me, but in a different, almost like if there was a separate timeline that took off. And for example, once I got divorced, in these dreams, my husband was still married to me, and it was like life kept moving in the same, so nothing changed. And it was like I didn't really understand why I was seeing that. It was like, okay, yeah, that's another timeline. So what? So it was kind of like I would wake up and I'd just be aggravated, like,
Okay.
I'm why?
Yeah.
Why? You know. So that's also something that's happened. I did used to have a dream that was a recurring dream since I was little of me being in a house that was on the water, like floating on the water in the middle of the ocean, and had like the water you could see that like had sharks in it. Not a lot. It wasn't
Yeah.
like sharks everywhere, but just one here, one there. So it was very scary because
Mm.
there was always waves moving, so if I would stand outside, I could fall in.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
I
ever
had,
work out what that meant for you? Did you ever look into it?
uh, I don't think so.
Because to
Mm-mm.
me, that's a fairly easy one to actually look at if we look at our archetypes. So
Mm-hmm.
we look. So can I do it now with you really quickly so that
Yeah,
we?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't have the dream anymore, but it would be neat to know
yeah.
what that
Because
was about.
and I've had a dream of sharks and things like that as well. So the water, if we take that universal archetype, is our emotions, and depending whether it's rough, whether it's huge waves, whether it's calm, is often where we're at on an emotional level. Okay, so then the house. Now, a house is usually where we feel safe. It's usually how we see our life in a way of
Mm-hmm.
where we're living. So
Mm-hmm.
if your house is out in the water, then you're probably feeling like your emotions are quite a large part of your life. A shark is always around one of our greatest fears. So if you've got a couple of sharks around, then there's fears that are sort of haven't come up yet properly to be looked at within
Mm-hmm.
the emotional body.
Yeah.
So that, and as a child, that would make sense, to have those sort of dreams.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how I would interpret that sort of dream.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So, and for anyone that wants to know more about archetypes, I know that there's lots of books out there and there's lots of places you can go to interpret dreams.
Yeah.
But I've used this one since my 20s, and I've tried many different books, many different sites online. This is still the best, and it's called The Dream Book by Betty Bethards. She channeled this through. So she was
Okay.
channeling through the archetypes, and I've found that has been the most helpful. It's really simple, and you start to sort of see the picture or the movie a lot more
Uh,
easily. So have you
Okay.
got any that you
So
use? Is
what
there
is it? The by Betty
Betty
who?
Betty Bethards? Can you see that? Is it
Bethards. Okay.
Bethards? Yeah,
Bethards.
ES.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my second one. My first one was so old, I had to get a new one, like so used.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, the one that somebody suggested in a show I did before was this one. The Dream Interpretation Dictionary, Symbol Signs and Meanings.
okay. So yep. And you'll find, people will find what works for them. So um, So yeah. Oh, the other thing about dreaming as well, it's lucid dreaming. I don't know if anyone's done any lucid dreaming, but I trained myself how to do lucid dreaming. And the first time I was living in Sydney, I'd just moved there from Perth, and I was flying through the clouds. I could feel the clouds on my fingers, and I landed in Perth because my cat was still back there. So I went back to see him, and it was raining a bit there, and I went, oh, okay, I better go back now, completely awake and virtually, and flew back. And I flew back in over the ocean because I was living on near the coast in Sydney. And I went, oh my God, I've just moved here. I don't know where my place is. But the next minute I woke up in my body. I went, oh, thank God for that. So I hadn't really planned my landing. So lucid dreaming is a way of traveling as well. I've been to London. I've been everywhere in my lucid dreaming.
Wow, yeah. But do you lay down to actually specifically lucid dream? Or is
Um,
it at night
Not
when you go to
anymore.
bed that you
Yeah, yeah, when I go to bed. So I learnt how to prepare myself, how to get myself ready, and it took a little bit of practice. I mean, I
Mhm.
had flying dreams anyway, but I wanted to do this absolutely consciously where I was in control of my dream.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I've got all that in my. I've actually got that that course I was telling you about with the intuition. I've actually put a whole one of the whole weeks is around lucid dreaming and how we can do it and things like that as well. So it's quite fun.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's something that I know. I was talking to Maree about developing my gifts, my psychic gifts more so. I'm doing a special diet, liquid diet for 21 days to activate the light body. And she mentioned that she has a course about developing your psychic abilities.
Yeah,
So that's what Marie's talking about.
yeah,
And Maree, if somebody would be interested in getting that, where would that
yeah. So they just
magicmarie.com
yeah,
or
pop onto my website. It's under courses, and then you click, and it takes you across to the visionschool.org, and it comes in through there. So it's easy. It's through Vimeo. So
through
that's
Vimeo? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but it's a 6-week course, and it's really jam packed. It's good. So,
Okay. Okay.
mm,
Very good. That's awesome. Um, okay. What about dreams about galactics? Because from my sessions, the quantum
mm,
hypnosis sessions that I was doing, I can tell you every dream that had to do with galactics really wasn't a dream. It was actually
yeah.
real. It was something that happened for real. It was not a dream.
Absolutely. And this is where I feel that connection in through our divine self. We can actually do that astral traveling or traveling through consciousness to other
Mhm.
realms, into other spaces, into spaceships, into whatever it is, wherever it is that we go. And yeah,
Yeah.
so our consciousness is traveling. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely agree.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real. Mm,
Yeah, it's real.
yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't heard of any dreams that were that had galactics in it that was not real.
no,
You know,
exactly.
that it was actually your subconscious trying to tell you something or,
No,
that kind of thing.
that's higher connection, definitely through
Yes.
consciousness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Definitely a higher connection. Um, let's see what else. Anything else you can think of that we should talk about dreams before we start going into people's dreams to see what they're about?
Um, no, I think probably as we go into the dreams, things will come up and we can discuss them if people have got questions around things. So should we do that? Shall we get started? Have some fun?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to start with one that I had.
Yep.
I dreamt I was taking care of my niece's baby. Uh, and I started playing a game like ping pong or something where I was physically doing something else. And when I noticed the baby had disappeared, and at first I was like, kept playing, like, but then I started getting worried and looking for the baby.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna ask Maree about this one.
Okay. So I always find that when sometimes in a dream as well, when we're dreaming of someone else, it's actually an aspect of us. So if you're dreaming about a baby,
Uh huh.
that's an aspect of you. So what does a baby represent for you? Something new, yeah, something that needs to be nurtured, something that fresh, new start in life, whatever. So what aspect of you were you maybe ignoring that was trying to birth through, that was
Hmm.
new, that you wanted to create or it wanted to come through? So that's how I would interpret a dream like that, especially
Okay.
if you were playing ping pong or something was, you were distracted, you weren't actually focusing maybe on that aspect within you. That
Okay.
was that baby. Do you want me to pull some cards for you on that
Yeah, I
as
want to
well and
see
see what we get?
how the cards
Mm,
like
mm.
like
Yeah, how
what
they will come
info they
through.
yeah, what
Yeah,
info they provide
sure. Let's just
dream
see.
wise.
Okay, so yeah, and that's the other thing that other people are often, yeah, aspects um of us. Because lots of people have getting married dreams. Oh, this is good how this is coming up, and I'll show you. It's a really nice. There it is. Okay, beautiful. So the first one we got for you, Elisa, was the Three of Wands. Now, remember our Three of Wands is about looking forward to the future. We're moving away from the past, bringing something new in, creating something new. So that could very much represent your baby. Then we've got the Ten of Wands, which is something finishing. So it's spiritual. It's actually something finishing and new beginnings. And then we've got our Queen of Swords. So to me, the Queen of Swords is someone that actually speaks truth. They're quite straightforward, clean speaking, like really smart. So it's actually some wisdom that was coming through for you. There was some, communication I'm getting as well. So there was something coming through for you that was a new way of communicating, bringing through new thoughts, words, and almost changing how your mind was working with those cards. So I don't know when you had that dream. Was it was it pertinent? Was there something going on in your life? Were you starting maybe to do these or anything like that?
I mean, not just having the new life of being retired and not really,
There you go. So it was really just settling into that and finding the gift that was coming through for you from that.
Okay, and
So,
how is that connected to the baby?
well, the baby was that new part of you, which was your new way of being
Okay.
around being retired.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
once it was gone, what did that mean?
Well, that just means that you're still integrating. It's still coming through. So it's like nurturing that side of you more. Like, you know,
Okay.
what is it you really want? So looking forward to that future. What is it? And allowing it to come through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I was getting with the cards. So
Okay. So it's getting hard to see which one are the questions. So I'm gonna, because they don't have question in the front like I requested. So this one has a Q, so at least I could see it. But
that's a good
so
idea.
what can Maree see about the dream I just had where my MR, Mr. T,
Yeah.
MR, Mr. T said twice, you are
Yeah.
watching a movie.
Isn't that interesting?
So let's see what the cards have to say.
Yeah, for sure. So I love that, wolf love. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe the cards also can tell us if she has a connection with him as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when he comes through in dreams, it's because there's some type of
Yeah.
personal connection as well.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, again. Okay. So the first one is the Five of Swords. So this to me is when there's been a bit of a a fight going on, and it's words. Again, it's words, it's speaking. So Mr. T was sort of speaking to you. So there's been a lot going on, but there's change coming. And then we've got our King of Swords. And again, this is a master of words. So what he's saying to you, to me, this card is signifying that was truth, that what you were getting was truth from Mr. T. Three of Wands again. Remember, this is our looking forward to the future, like, you know, creating what we want. And so to me, that just says absolutely what you got was truth from that actual dream. Strength. The strength cards just come up. So Mr. T is a very strong person, and it's bringing through a strong message. So yeah, we are watching a movie.
Okay.
So yeah, well done, Wolf Love.
Very cool. All right. What does the Andromedan do in the astral planes or other planes in his dreams?
What do I do in the astral planes, other planes in my dreams? I mean, that's so. I mean,
We'll see
that's a
what the
very
cards
broad.
say.
But yeah, we'll have a look and just
See,
see.
maybe Jazzy also has some
Yeah.
info as well.
Okay, so Jasper has just come through. So, because I just asked him, I tuned into the Andromedan, and I was just tuning into what was going on in the astral plane. It's Jasper feels like you're searching for something. It's like you're looking for something through that astral plane. And I'm seeing like portals. He's showing me portals and things. So it's like you're actually looking for something or another dimension or something within that astral plane, like you're traveling, is what I'm getting. But it's more interdimensional, going into other realms.
So
I'll
interdimensional
yeah,
travel.
looking for something. There we go.
Yeah.
Seven of Cups. To me, again, remember, this is a little bit chaotic. You're trying to find something, and it can be
In the
confusing.
chaos.
Yeah, you're going, okay, where is it? Where would I find this? I don't know. This is just what's coming through. So for you, yes. Let me just have a look here and see which one's coming out for me. I like to divinate these because they're so personal. Ace of Swords. So to me, this is this is actually right, that you're looking for something. So you're searching, you're going on journeys to find something. So let's
So
have a look.
that's like a confirmation card.
Confirmation card, yes, it
Yeah.
is. And then our Two of Pentacles. So sometimes it can be a little bit, you're not quite sure sometimes what you're seeing. So this is making decisions and trying to find a balance. So that's what's come through for Andromedan. So, I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's what's happened for Andromedan, or it does happen sometimes for Andromedan, but yeah, that's what was coming
Okay.
through.
Very good. So Sasha had a dream about Antarctica that was very vivid. Was
Yep.
this a real place or a place in the future?
Oh, okay. Wow, something just flipped over. Okay, so we've got our Seven of Pentacles one to pop out and talk to you, Sasha. This is, Eight of Pentacles. This is building something. Something's been building for a long time. So I feel that this is a place now, because it's still being built and worked on, but it is going to be for the future, is what I'm getting from that one. So let's just see what else comes out for you with that. It's really interesting because, we know Antarctica is a bit of a special place.
Yeah.
So, okay, wants me to stop there. Yeah, Nine of Cups. So whatever your desire was around your dreams and going there, it's something you've thought about, or it's something you've wanted to experience. So our Nine of Cups is desire, dreams, wishes coming true. So I feel it's happening now, but it is going to be something that brings through the future, because the King of Cups has come up. Now he can be hiding something. So it's like he's a master of emotions, but something's being hidden. So that's to me Antarctica. That's exactly what's gone on in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
Is that there's been a lot hidden. Yeah, a lot of emotions.
So can you put a clarification card if she's connected to Antarctica in
Yeah,
some way?
sure. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, because often, if we do have questions and we think about a place, there often is a connection. There's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's a great idea. There it is. It's that one that wants to come through. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Cups. So this is very much connection, because it's contemplating. It's an emotional aspect of you that is contemplating Antarctica, or what's gone on there, or how you're connected to it. So when my Queen of Cups comes up, it's very much there is a connection.
Okay. So she does definitely have a connection with Antarctica.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Very good. I don't know if the cards can tell us this, but what is my person thinking of me?
What is my person? What does that mean? Do you know
I
what that
don't
means?
know. You'll have to tell us
Yeah,
what this
just
dream is about. We need
just do
more
a little bit.
info.
Yeah, do a
Yeah.
little bit more info for me.
Okay. So Super says, I dream a lot. It feels that I lived a dream. Is there any meaning, or I just releasing memories?
Okay. So
Yeah, that's
again,
kind of what's happening to me too.
okay.
Like,
So yeah, again, it can. I feel that a dream where you feel like you're living it, then it's actually playing something out for you and showing you something about yourself, as to what's going on. So it's one of those more clarifying dreams. And it just depends, because sometimes, it's not like it was something. Yeah. So there's something. Four of Swords has come up here, Super. So what that means to me is something's hidden that your subconscious is actually bringing into your dream for you, to either just finish something off, or get some clarification, or emotionally be able to release something. Oh, yeah. So the Devil cards come up. So to me, this is around just something that's maybe been sitting there, and it's not, you're leaking energy to it, or it's not something that is, it's something that needs to be finished. It's something that's, not brilliant to have sitting there, I guess. And again, your King of Cups. So we've got that master of emotions where something's been hidden. So all those cards are really saying that
so
it's definitely something's been hidden in your subconscious that you are bringing up to have a look at.
It's coming up to the surface
Yep.
for you to pay attention to or do something about.
Yeah, or it's clearing it as it comes up as well. But definitely looking
Yeah.
into those sort of dreams, gives you more insight.
Okay. Okay, very good. So Desiree's next. I've had a recurring dream of an old coworker that I'm constantly looking for. I'm recently intimately connecting with. What could that mean?
Oh, okay. So straight away, Desiree, if I look at a dream like that, that co-worker, there's aspects of that co-worker that are within you. That's why there's that that dreaming of them or wanting to connect intimately with them. They may have had a gift or something that you liked that you actually do have, but you haven't seen in yourself. So that's where I find other people come into a dream like that. There could also have been some unresolved, maybe, I don't know if you did like this person, but whether there was some unresolved feelings there. Let's have a look at the cards and just see what comes up for you. Yeah.
And thank you, Super, for the donation.
So
Very much.
So yeah, so Super, there's the six of wands. Now to me, this is a victory card. So there's something positive in this. So it's like you're seeing something positive in that person that is within you. Aha,
Mm.
4 of Cups. So you can see some
Oh.
of this person's being offered a gift, yet all they're doing is looking down at the 3 cups they've already got. So this is about going, okay, so what is it I like about this person? And is it something that I could start to see within myself? So that's really confirming what we were just talking about. So 3 of Cups, there's your celebration. So once you do that, you'll actually go, oh, wow, I didn't even know that was within me. So I feel you're close because, I feel you're close, especially with that 3 of Cups card. So it's just a matter of really looking into that.
Okay, very, very good. Thank you, Desiree. Trixie, the next question. I've had dreams that I was pregnant with twins. I remember waking up feeling disappointed that it was only a dream. What does that mean? Is it a past
Yeah.
life? Is it going to be happening in this life? What is
Yeah.
the dream telling her?
Again, because you're pregnant with the twins, that is, you're creating something that you're going to give birth to in your life. And twins to me means that it's going to be big. It's going to be like double what you would expect as well. So it's a little bit like when I was talking to Elisa about her niece's baby. That baby was an aspect of that new beginning for her. So there's, so I don't know when you had this dream, but at the time, I would say that there was something that was going to change for you in your reality, or you were doing a massive change to be able to create this new part of your world. So yeah, being pregnant, I've had dreams like that too, and it's like, oh, where's that baby? Where'd that baby go?
So how do you know if it's a prophetic dream or just what you're saying? Like, how do you know it's not that you're not going to have twins? How can you tell the difference?
To me, there's a difference in you start to know your own dreams. I can tell when something's prophetic. It's got a very different feel to it. So it's very much about the feel of it.
Feels more real?
Yeah. It's you just know. There's a knowing with it. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a completely different feel. It's hard to describe. So, but you just know. Okay, let's have a look here. Beautiful. So what came up for you, Trixie, is the 3 of Swords. So this is around something that's happened in your life that was like a bit heartbreaking. It was really disappointing for you. And then the 4 of Swords. So even though it was really that you had a bit of a tough time, there's a hidden gift in it, because the 4 of Swords, remember, is our mystery card that's hiding something that will be revealed. And then the 10 of Pentacles has come up. This is one of my favorite cards because it's very much around abundance. It's around finishing something and starting something new, which is what that being pregnant is, when you're actually you're growing this thing, you're growing this whole new aspect. So whatever it was that you were going through at that time, I feel there was a real gift or benefit in it for you. So your subconscious was telling you, it's okay. Something is going to come from this that's really positive.
Okay. Very
So,
good.
yeah.
It'd be so nice if they were just like tell us things instead of giving us these dreams that like you got to figure out,
I
It's so
know,
annoying.
right? Like you wake up in the morning and there's a letter next to your bed and it goes, here you go. This is what you need to know.
Ah,
Ah,
okay.
yeah,
I dream about my first crush every year without fail for about 15 years now, even if she's out of sight, out of mind. What does that mean?
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Again, when we do dream of others, there's still that aspect that you loved about them or that you could see in them that you really liked. And it's actually, again, an aspect within you, because I've, again, had dreams like this too. And it's like, oh, also too, though, we can be connecting with them on the astral realm. So, you know, when you've really liked someone, it's like they're in your heart. And so we actually can connect with them energetically. I've done that as well. And I know I've been there. I know I was there with that person. So it depends on how it felt. Again, this is why we need to get to know our dreams and how they feel, because there's different aspects to them. But let me just tune in here for you and see what we get. Okay. Queen of Wands. So to me, this is someone that's really trustworthy, very spiritual, very intuitive. So I feel that you are connecting still into this crush, because, you know, that's how your heart opened. If that's your first crush, your heart opened. And so, you know, and that would have caused you a little bit of pain, because we've got our beautiful Seven of Wands, and this is like a little bit of chaos. You know, our first heart opening through that love or that crush feeling or whatever it is, it can be really confusing as well, and we don't know how to manage our emotions through it. So I feel that it's just something that's really affected you in your life. Yeah, and I don't know if there was a sadness that nothing came from it, because we've got our Two of Swords. So this is often there's decisions made and it's not really what we wanted. So there could be a little bit of a feeling of loss around that as well.
So what would you say art needs to do so that
Yeah, okay. So art
to
first,
release this pain, or what does
really good question, Elisa. So what I do is I look at that person and I go, okay, I really love these qualities in them. I really admire this about them. And then I just write it all down. I write down everything I loved about them and then how I felt. So, it made me just feel so loving, and it made me feel so, you know, vulnerable, but I was safe. Whatever it is, write it all down, and then just say, I love you and I let you go. You will always be in my heart. However, I now disconnect my energetic field from you. So I then will send that with love. I'll burn it. I'll do whatever. So it's like a beautiful ritual of letting go. Also, too, what I found could happen is if you've actually been with someone, that person can still be hooked into your energy. And I've had this happen to me for years. And I'm going, oh, this is driving me insane. And it was a friend. They were so deep. A friend had to help me to actually release these hooks that were in my energetic field. So you can clear your energy field. So using that violet flame with intention, putting golden yellow and an etheric drop of amber, combining it and just pouring it into your belly button, because that's our feeling vortex where we often will lose energy or have these connections to people. And then I just picture and imagine and see that cord dissolving with those two beautiful colors. So that golden yellow and the drop of amber. Powerful, really powerful. So, but if, you know, so there's lots of things you can do. But again, just really thank them and have gratitude for what it is they've shown you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Maree. All right, Shepo has a great question, because I've had this happen too.
Wow.
Dreams that were black and white and audible. You can hear
Yeah.
people. What could that mean?
Inaudible, couldn't hear them.
Inaudible,
and
yeah.
black and white in color. Oh, hang on a minute. So hang on, this doesn't make a little, just to clarify. When Shepo had dreams that were black and white and inaudible, but then says in color. What does that mean?
No, he's just saying the colors black and white.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I've never had a black and white dream, so this intrigues me.
Yeah. So I'm dying to find out what this one's about.
What that could mean. Okay, so what I always do is go in and go, well, when do we remember black and white that you couldn't hear from? And if I was to straight away, I got an image of going back to like the Charlie Chaplin days in the movies, right?
Yeah.
So it's something that is, to me, it's something that's happened in the past, but it's something that it hasn't got really clear communication, or it's using a lot of visual, like, because there was a lot of fast action in those. I don't know if that's how your dream comes across. I don't know. I've never had one like that. So let me just tune in and see what we can get. I'm really feeling that it's something from the past that's come through. Yeah, look at this. 10 of Swords, which is something that's very much sort of finished. It's a death of something. It's from the past. It's waiting for a new beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is fascinating. I love it because I've never experienced it. The world. So it's actually opening up a whole new world for you with whatever was going on in the dream. That's actually what it was. There we go. Yeah, and it's often something that's happened that's actually been heartbreak, something that's been maybe
Mm.
has really been disappointing because that Three of Swords has come through. So
Okay.
it's almost, and sometimes it's really hard to let go of that. But I'd love to know what the dream was actually about.
Very
That would be
cool. Well, that's
awesome.
good to know because that helped many people that have had this dreams in black and white. It means the past. So,
Straight
yeah.
away I was getting that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously too, it can mean, because black and white is usually something's it's either this or it's that, as
Yep.
well. So you
Yep.
look at all the relevance of black and white to yourself personally, because that could be a personal archetype for you.
Yeah. And while we look at the next question, real quick, if you can answer, can dreams be from the higher self? While I pop in the
Sure.
thanks, Desiree, for the super chat. And
Thank
Maya
you.
Kaya, thank you guys so much.
It's beautiful.
Let's see, where
Yeah,
is
so that was
here it is.
Andromedan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andromedan, straight away I'm getting yes, because I know I've had a dream where I was sitting with my higher self, and my higher self said, all you've got to do now is go out that door. And I went out the door and there was the most perfectly calm water, like just ankle deep. And I knew walking through it would be just such a gift for me. So yes, I know, because I've actually had a dream with my higher self
Yeah.
talking with me. So
Wow,
yeah,
beautiful.
definitely. Look at that. We've got the Lovers card. So that's coming within ourselves into balance. And then we've got our beautiful Seven of Pentacles, which is about planting seeds. So our higher self plants seeds within us for us to then find and nurture and grow. So
Okay.
definitely.
Very good. Very good. Okay. I have Forrest Fay. By the way, Forrest Fay, I did have a note here to thank you so much for the donation that you made. When I was speaking to Garrett, I noticed I did not thank you for that. So I wanted to point it out, and I'm glad you're here. Anyway, I have recurring dreams of needing to get somewhere important, but I'm always getting ready and take too long and can't seem to get there because of obstacles. So why is that?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to have those dreams too.
Did you? Yeah, I think we've all had those dreams, and I
I
think
know.
it's happened in real life as well, right?
Yeah.
So straight away, like if I was analyzing someone's dream for them, I would say that um, there's some fear around where you're meant to be going, or there's some fear of failure, or something that's really important, but you feel like you're being blocked. So it's like, yeah, it's a good one. Let's have a look. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost like, there needs to be something that you're doing or that you're changing or moving to, but you are actually being blocked. So let's just check in. I'll just do two more, because to me, that's a really frustrating dream as well. There we go, that one. Yeah. So you've got your Six of Cups. Now, this is that beautiful dream where you're being offered something. There's something there that you can choose from. But now we've got our Five of Wands. So this is that chaos. There's something that's mixing it up.
The
That's not making
obstacles.
it easy, the obstacles. So definitely, it's actually to me, that's a literal dream, because that's what's actually happening. Now, it doesn't mean that it's something that's even happening in your 3D world. This could be something that is happening internally. So there could be something that you know is important that you have to tap into, and it's just not happening. It's not easy.
Yeah. So it
So
could be
that's,
like,
yeah.
could be subconscious beliefs
Yep,
that are blocking
absolutely.
her in life, from her up from being
Yeah.
successful.
And yeah,
And
absolutely.
then,
And
it's just a higher self showing you, hey,
yeah, that's it.
you're blocking yourself.
Go in and have a look, because we self-sabotage
Yeah.
through those sort of subconscious beliefs.
Yeah.
So it's really, really important. And it's interesting because all the cards that came up just then when we were talking, so we've got our Two of Wands, which is looking out over the world, being balanced, making decisions. So again, it's about that decision making. And then we've got our Two of Cups. So this is working with yourself or working with someone to help you go in and to look at what are those sabotaging beliefs, or what is it that's blocking you. And it's funny, I just did a video yesterday with my Magic Maree YouTube, and I actually I did that. I showed people how to go in and how to help release these sort of negative blocks and patterns. And that's when you get your success, our beautiful 3 of Cups, which is celebrating.
Beautiful.
So yeah, absolutely it can be our own internal blocks.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Next is I had a dream. I saw a galactic brother on the street, a benevolent one, but people surrounded him and called the police. He telepathically asked me for help. I promised him to help. I
Oh,
was heartbroken.
I'm getting
So,
goosebumps with this one. This is really
so do you
interesting.
think this was real? Because, right, or we have galactics
Oh,
involved. So, is it?
yeah. But yeah, I feel that with Maree that this could be her soul family, her galactic family. I'm just getting goosebumps all over me. So I really feel that this is your connection into your galactic family, and we're not being allowed to speak about it openly, honestly.
Mm,
It's ridiculed. And the telepathy, of course, we all can do telepathy
hmm
if it was allowed. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I
Yep.
feel this is a heartbreak, and it's because we know. I mean, I know I've been connected into my family as well, and look at the beautiful card. Yeah, it is heartbreak, and it's also not as heartbreaking for them, but they know where we're at and they know why we're here. But it's like, wouldn't it be beautiful to be able to communicate with them? Because the Chariot cards come up. So just to be able to move into that place of being
Yeah.
able to do that. So I really feel that that was a message for you to say that you do have, yeah, you do have a beautiful galactic family that you can communicate with, because the Strength cards come up.
Okay.
And so maybe ask for those dreams, or ask for something more before you go to sleep. So just say, I'm choosing to connect in with my beautiful galactic family, and yeah, start working with that.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Question. What is the meaning of a
Mm,
dream when you freeze and can't move? Oh my God, yes. Or you can't
mm.
scream.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
horrible.
hated those dreams.
It's
Where you
interesting
can't
because,
scream?
yeah, it's horrible. You can't move. I've had those dreams, and I think it was Argy was on my Magic Maree channel and asked me about this sleep paralysis. It's literally like you just can't move at all. Um, there's a few reasons for that. I was telling Elisa about this one, I think, before we started. So when I was 27, I just moved into my own place, and I remember I was laying. I thought I'd woken up, and I was laying on my stomach asleep on my bed. And I was going, no, I don't sleep on my stomach, but I was awake. I heard the front door open. I locked that. I heard a man's footsteps coming down the corridor to my bedroom, and went, oh my God, I'm in trouble, because I could not move. I was frozen. And then he started stabbing me in the back with his knife. It was one of the most horrifying dreams I've ever had, because I could not move. I woke up, and that's when I just bought that book that I was telling you about, Women That Run with the Wolves. I went and I just opened it up, and she was talking about that exact thing, how we freeze, but it's actually an aspect of our psyche that is being opened up, released. It's our worst fears. And it was that dream. She said women particularly will dream of being on their stomach, frozen in their bed, and having someone stabbing them in the back. So it can be a really deep subconscious aspect of our psyche. The other
Mm.
one is, I've had one not long ago. It was only about a year ago, and I'd been really looking at New Zealand. You know how we went through such a hard time, and their prime minister was quite really, really tough. Anyway, I had this dream, and I was in my dream. I was awake. It was one of those awake dreams. I had light pouring out of me, and my best friend was standing next to me. I went, "Oh my God, look at this energy and this beautiful light and power that I am." And the next minute, there was a lady with dark hair standing in front of me. She grabbed my wrists like this, and she said, "Let me feel." And it was like I was frozen, and she was taking my energy. She was sucking my light out of me. My friend was frozen. She couldn't help me. And then I went, nah, this is not going to happen. I pulled my leg up. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Pulled my leg up, and I smashed her in the chest, and she flew off me. And a voice said, "Don't kick the Prime Minister in the chest." I knew that was an attack. And I woke up and I rang my friend and I said I had this weird dream, and I told her. I said it wasn't a dream. She went, no, it wasn't. She said, because when I woke up, there was a feed on my phone and it said, a thief will not break into an empty house. I'm just getting goosebumps again. So that was another freezing incident. So that was an attack. Whereas other times it can be coming deep from within our own psyche to help us to go through something and shift through something.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I don't know if you've got any other
So do
ideas,
we need to
Elisa?
throw the cards for her to see in her
Yeah, I
case
can. Yeah, yeah, for
what's the
sure.
message?
Yeah, for sure. It's so scary, right? Yeah, look at this. We've got our 5 of Wands straight up. So it is for for super. Okay, I'm getting it was more of a deep internal spiritual thing that was going on, almost like a psyche shift, because the Wheel of Fortune has then come up. So it was wanting to move, wanting to change, and there was something stopping you. So, and I'm just going to see, oh, that one's really hot. Let me just take him. So, yeah. So there was some chaos going on in your life at that time, because I don't know when it was, because the 7 of Cups has come up. Now remember, that's our little bit of a chaos card. Ace of Wands, because I get getting told you've got to pull the card underneath it as well. So that's just confirming that for you, this was a really deep psyche shift. There was something that was almost like an initiation into something else within you. So yeah. So I don't know. That's what I was getting.
Okay.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay. Let's see the next question. Do you know of any good ways to be able to remember dreams during periods when you wake from dreams and know you were having good dreams, but upon waking you cannot recall what was happening?
Yeah, Lauren, that's a really good question. What I did, I mean, I was really blessed. I could remember my dreams, but then I went through phases where I couldn't. So I started to keep a little book or a journal next to my bed. And as soon as I woke up, without even anything else, I'd write down at least 1 word or 2 words from the dream. And that would then, through the day, that would trigger me into remembering the whole dream. So just even having that intention of writing it down, when as soon as you wake, write down just 1 or 2 words. And what I learned to do was, if it was a movie, what would I call the dream? Okay, so you can give it a title. What were the colors, specific colors in the dream? They're really relevant. And in that dream book, that'll actually explain to you a lot of the time what they mean. Who was in the dream? Was it an action? Was it a thriller? Was it a romantic? Was it a scary horror movie? So, and that's one way of starting to then understand your dreams, how they feel for you, what they're trying to tell you, but definitely write them down. That's one tip I'd give you. So, yeah, 1 word can often bring back the whole dream.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely. And it's always good to write things down, even if you can hold from going to the bathroom when you wake up and
exactly.
actually do it right. I mean, I keep one literally on the bed
Yeah,
so that I can write it, because 2 seconds later it's gone.
it can be
So
gone. I know.
so you really have to have something right on your bed that you can grab as soon as your eyes open and you start putting some thoughts in there. So,
So true, Elisa. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, so, okay, let me see if I can find anything else that I might have missed, because I think I moved too fast up when I was for Dennis. And I don't know if Dennis left, because I have not seen him for a while, but we'll
Oh,
ask his question. An old soul has been
okay.
waiting for me to find something he wants.
Mm.
He's steering my life to find it. It's a staff of some sort. What is it
Wow.
and why me?
Wow. Well, Dennis, just from your questions and stuff that you've put in, I sort of really feel you're quite intuitive, and that there's a real connection to you. You are probably an old soul, is what I'm getting as well. We'll ask the cards as well. And a staff, to me, I mean, if I think about the people that I know had staffs, it's people like Merlin, it's people like Moses, those sort of people with that energy. So it's actually activating something. So to me, when I have a staff in my consciousness, so when I'm doing something, I'll activate the earth or that grid line with my staff. So it's like an activating tool is how I see a staff. A little bit magical, very powerful. So let's pull some cards. And I feel
So
this
he's
is an aspect
saying,
of you. This old
oh,
soul is an
oh, okay.
aspect
So
of
the old
Dennis.
soul
Mm,
wants him to find this staff. I
yeah.
bet you this staff is going to give him some kind of power in this life.
I think, and it's about remembering our gifts and talents. We've mastered them in so many lifetimes. This is a lifetime where we actually get to bring them all through.
Yeah.
So so let's pull it on what the staff means.
Yeah.
And the reason why I feel it's you is because this is actually an aspect of you
Oh,
that
good.
is now
Dennis is
coming
here.
through. Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, let me just, yeah, this is fascinating because the first one that came up is our 7 of Wands, and look at them, they're like a staff. So sometimes it can take us a little while to bring these gifts back in and to understand them, because we might have had some trauma in other lifetimes through using that power, or misuse of power, or being killed for that power. You know, it's like with my witch dream. You know, I didn't want to own my gifts and talents that were from my witch lineage. But if you do, Dennis, there's a beautiful 9 of Pentacles. So this to me is the abundance, that uniqueness of your gifts, okay, coming through. And I feel it's really going to bring through a lot more self-knowing, like really trusting yourself and knowing you're sovereign, that sort of feeling. So let me just check to see. Yeah, that one's hot. Dennis, we got the Ace of Cups for you on all that. That means that, yes, on an emotional level, it will be very rewarding for you. Okay, so it's worthwhile just even meditating and just asking to be shown what it is that you can now bring through with these gifts and talents and this aspect of you.
Okay. So I'm looking at the beginning of the chat because Dennis is always first there. An ancient artifact from a war very, very long ago. A high-ranking officer faked his death. He fell into an aqueduct, got caught on a pipe, and drowned. He had found a way to live till I was born, aging, and steered my life till I got to Europe or Greece. He then sets up a long set of coordinated events to get me to find the staff of Anderkin. It was broken in 3 pieces. Sorry, but do the elves have what I'm looking for?
Okay.
So I guess we have more detail on this.
That's great, but to me, it's still the same thing,
part was
because
a question I received.
I feel it's on another level. I feel this is interdimensional, so we don't
Okay.
always need something that's physical, like that's
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm getting, Dennis. And so,
Right.
yeah, you, justice. So for you, this is something you've been connected to, that you might have worked with it. So the justice is for you to be able to bring it through from another. It's on a dimensional level, because the Empress has come up. So it's something that's beautiful, that's been created, that's really powerful. Okay, and it's hidden. So 4 of Swords has just come through. I'm just pulling these up as they come up. So it's something that's definitely hidden. Okay, so I would be working, yeah, very much on that internal consciousness level, and just asking, take me through to that dimension. So let me check on the elves. I know you love your elves. So let me just check on the elves and see and see what they have to say to us as well. So just okay.
Jazzy?
I'm going to get Jazzy into, because I'm getting a message, but I really love how he gives me more images with it.
Yeah.
The elves are saying that you've already got this. Okay, you don't. The elves are saying, when I tuned in, they said, "This is yours anyway." It's that it's not being held for you per se. It's actually yours. So yeah, let me just. Okay, so this is where you just need to do a little bit of work. Okay, is to go through into your, because the Hermit card came up. So there's a real wise soul there within you. Just tap into that, meditate. 5 of Pentacles, so something that's happened in the past or another lifetime is now going to come in to be healed, and there's going to be something, a positive solution, because we've got our Wheel of Fortune. So it's actually going to take you into a place where you just start to know it. You just know it.
Okay.
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 So I hope that helps, Dennis.
Very good. Awesome, Maree. Well, it's time for us to go. I do
Ah,
want you to
wonderful.
mention about what you have going on before you
Yeah.
do, real quick. The Starseed Connection is Saturday in 2 days, and I do not have enough people signed up for it. So I wanted to throw it out there. Go to my website, quantumlifetransformations.com. If you want to be in the Starseed Connection, you go in. There's a bunch of star seeds. I put you in groups of 3 and 4, and you get to talk to each other for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Each person gets about 15 minutes to tell their story or why they're there and why they want to meet others like them. And so if this is something that interests you, it is free. So just go to my website. But if I start seeing that nobody's using the service, I'm going to cancel it and not do it again ever. So because this is the second time I would have to cancel it. So okay, Maree, tell us what you have at on your YouTube.
Okay, so I've just started putting up some of my YouTubes. It's Magic Maree. So if you look 2 words, Magic Maree on YouTube, it should come up, and I've got Jasper with me. So they're really nice and short. So what I'm doing is I just have a little bit of a chat with Jasper. We pull a card on global consciousness or whatever's relevant for the time. And then if I've got questions people have asked me, I'll sometimes talk through those. And then I always do a meditation because I think that's something we really need at the moment. So whatever's come in, I'll usually bring that through in a meditation for people. They're anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So go and check them out and share it. I will change them up, in time. I just needed to get used to using all of these different technologies to get them up and happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be great. So yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with
Excellent.
that.
Fantastic. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday evening if you're in the US/Europe, um, and then Wednesday morning if you're Australia, New Zealand area.
That's
All
right.
right, guys, love you so much.
Love you.
Have a wonderful weekend. Bye,
Thanks.
Jazzy.
Bye.